Yo ho ho, it's a sailor's life for me. Yeah, I'm going nowhere with this. But you know where we are right now? We're out at the airport because we're going to find out all about the Navy League and the Sea Cadet program. And Deborah Morrow, you know all about this.
I do.
Now, I know you more from your Verity Healthcare company.
That's right. That's my day job.
Well, we talked about that before. But you're a huge supporter of the Sea Cadets.
Absolutely. The Navy League is actually what I belong to. The Navy League of Canada has three functions, basically to do maritime affairs, which supports the Navy, and it runs the Navy League Cadet program as well as the Sea Cadet program in conjunction with D&D.
So these are two different programs, the Navy League and the Sea Cadets?
Navy League Cadets are 9 to 11 years old,
yeah,
and the Sea Cadets are 12 to 18 years old.
Now the Sea Cadets, who are just really slightly older, they actually help out with the Navy League Cadets.
They do. That's exactly what they do.
Where's the CO? CO, could you, commanding officer, right? Could you bring in some cadets here? Where are those kids? Well, you yell at them too, eh? Here they come, marching in. They are adorable. Now I bet cadets don't like being called adorable, but there we go. Isn't that great? So again, these are what age group?
Age 9 to 11.
Okay. What do they learn in this program? What's the whole basis of this program?
We teach them all about shipping, about ships, different types of ships. Leadership, seamanship, scholarship, citizenship, sportsmanship, mentorship, and friendship.
That really is it. That is about shipping.
That's right.
Now you have the facility out here at the airport for this particular division. How many corps here on Vancouver Island?
There are 11 corps on Vancouver Island.
Now the admiral out at the base.
Yes.
I mean, there is an admiral out at the base.
There indeed is.
Does he ever come in to check out the cadets?
Absolutely.
Wow, that must be a pretty exciting day when that happens.
He loves the cadet program. He's super proud of the cadet program. That's Rear Admiral Gilles Couturier. Yeah.
So I bet the CEO has everybody polish up their shoes a little bit brighter that day.
You bet, absolutely.
Yeah, we sure do. Yeah. So now I'm not sure. Is there an official uniform for the younger cadets, the Navy League cadets?
There absolutely
because
is.
I'm just looking at these pants here, and I'm thinking I've never seen that in the military. Although I really like it.
So this is just what we call their casual or work dress. So they just have fun. It's a skills and recreation program, so mostly recreation. And
when they come out here, well, we're in one of the many rooms you have here. There's facilities where they're tying knots.
That's
and
right.
I noticed you even had a ship simulator, for heaven's sake.
That's right. So seamanship, one of the big skills they learn. So we can show you the simulator, and you can try to drive a ship if you can.
Well, I might wreck the building somehow right now. It doesn't move or anything, does it? But and then you have workshops where they learn actual hands-on skills of various types.
There's actually an engineering room. So this is a very special corps because it has a good history of leadership, being engineers and mechanics, and they've done some wonderful things, which we'll show you later.
Okay, well, everybody looks very stiff here, so stand at ease, everyone. Oh, they did too. I love this. I'm staying here for a while. Okay, we're going to come back in a little bit on the show and have a look at some of these things, Deborah.
That sounds fun. Can't wait.
Navy League, first class.
We're marching. Hey, we're back out in Sydney with the Navy League and Sea Cadet kids, and uh-oh, wait a minute. I don't know which way to go now. I gotta go in here. We're gonna do some knot tying because apparently, if you're a seagoing type person, a mariner, you need to know how to tie knots. And Deborah, these people are all very proficient at this, I bet.
They are, and they're being instructed by Petty Officer Second Class Tyler Knowles, who is a Sea Cadet with the Admiral Budge Corps.
Yeah, is he any good?
Oh, he's quite good. Yeah. In fact, he's so good, he won not only won the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal, but he won the top Sea Cadet in the division.
Holy smokes,
so how do
you keep that hat on? Your head must be so big. That's pretty exciting. You must be very proud of what you've done.
Yeah, it was quite a shock when I first got it, too.
How long have you been in the program now?
This will be my 6th year.
Yeah. So you started with the Navy League, and now you're a Sea Cadet. Did you notice a difference between the two, other than getting older?
Very much so. Navy League is more so like the very basics of being in the Navy and whatnot, and then once you get into Sea Cadets, then you're actually, starting to sail a lot more and going out on deployments on very large ships and going to camp.
Is this fun?
I really enjoy it, yes.
Really? I mean, it's not like a drudgery of any kind. I mean, this is where kids come to have fun and a good time, and learn too, along the way. It must be. Do you feel a certain responsibility when you're teaching these smaller kids? I mean, you're how old now?
I'm 15.
So you're 15, but I mean, you have the responsibility of instructing these kids, and that's kind of a big deal. Yeah.
It's different.
It's different. It's different than being ordered around yourself, which I'm sure happens too. That's the deal. Okay, well, thank you very much for this, Tyler. Now, Deborah, come on out here where it's a little bit brighter again. This program, how do kids get involved with it?
Navy League is navyleague.ca basically, and if you go to cadets.ca, you'll find everything you need, and you can join and volunteer or become a cadet yourself.
And as we spoke about earlier in the show, there's a number of organizations around the island and BC where people can do this.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. So you'll find one in your area if you just go online and look for them. It's very easy to navigate.
Okay, what do you get there, Tyler? What is that?
Oh, we have a little surprise for you.
Really? Uh-oh. It's not a paddling stick, is it?
Here, may I take that?
Yes, please.
Thank you.
Well, Mr. Tupper, we'd like you to make you the honorary cadet of the day. So
Really?
we would like to present to you this Navy League hat so you could we can commemorate you.
I've always wanted to be commemorated. Okay.
And on behalf of the Sea Cadets of 220 Admiral Budge and 122 Admiral Martin, we'd like to present to you this ceremonial paddle. Made by Sea Cadets.
Really? You guys made this?
Yep.
You know, this is, I honestly...
Congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly,
It's a great honor.
It is. I mean, honestly, well, first off, I've never been honored with anything before, and I think this is just, this is spectacular.
It fits.
What
It
do you
looks
think?
good on you.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear it next time I go boating in Maui. At any rate, thank you very much for this. You can find out more about Sea Cadets online, as you mentioned, and I want to come back in a subsequent show and look at some of the skills, some of the other skills the kids
Let's
learn.
do that. I'd love
Okay.
to.
Hey, we're out at the airport at the Navy League of Canada Saanich Peninsula branch, and Deborah, you're very involved with this organization, aren't you?
That's correct.
Yeah.
My whole volunteer life is with the Navy League of Canada
Yeah.
in British Columbia. Yeah.
And this looks like a pretty active group. Who runs the organization out here?
That's Brett Anderson over here.
Brett, can I come over to talk to you a bit? So what all goes on here? What do you do inside the walls of this building?
Well, the Navy League of Canada and the branch here on the peninsula, we're responsible for what you see, the hall, all the equipment that the cadets parade with.
Yeah.
May that be the canoes that they're out on, the safety boats.
Shouldn't you be closer to the water? Or does the water have any bearing at all on what goes on here?
We're close enough to the water here. We're on the Saanich Peninsula, so we've got it on both coasts. But both the Navy League and the Sea Cadets have been here on the peninsula since 1969. The Admiral Budge Corps stood up in 1969, and the Admiral Martin Corps stood up in 1974.
Now, what are the age variances here?
Well, you're looking at the youngest kids 9 years of age, so 9, 10, and 11.
Yeah.
Okay, and then on the Sea Cadet side, you're going from 12 through right through to 18.
And we've got a few of both of those age groups here.
We definitely do.
How many kids, any idea, involved altogether?
On the island, you're probably looking over 250, 300 cadets on the island.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Now they're learning various skills and training and what have you, all related in some way or another, I gather, to the maritime type thing.
Yes.
But they're having fun too, I bet.
That's the whole idea. We try to engage the kids with what's relevant to their age group. The younger kids, they'll find a lot of hands-on. They're using their hands, they're tying the knots, they're learning the terms, they're standing at attention, they're marching. Some of the corps will have first aid programs, different things like that. We're lucky enough here that we have our own buildings.
Yeah.
So we actually have the classrooms in the front. We call this the local headquarters.
Yeah.
And behind us here, we have a church that was moved here. We put a basement underneath, long before I got involved in cadets.
I want to go into that basement later in the show, by the way.
Yeah.
However,
and it's an engineering department, so they've they'll build right now they're building a boat called a puddle duck.
Yeah.
When they finish building it, they will float in it, go for a sail.
You actually have a ship training room in the building here too, where the kids can learn how to steer a ship.
Yes. Luckily enough, due to some of our great sponsors in the community, the Rotary Club here on the Saanich Peninsula, they helped us fund what we needed to buy the program, buy the hardware, and we're putting it together so the kids can walk in and they can be sailing a freighter, skiff, speedboat, anything like that. It's very engaging. It really keeps the kids interested.
And these kids are having fun. I was talking to a bunch of them before we turned the camera on, and they just like coming out and hanging around with one another and playing.
It's a great program. I've only been involved for 6 years. My son aged out, and somehow I'm still hanging around. But that's a lot of what it's like to be a volunteer with the Navy League.
Yeah.
The kids get involved, and then the parents get involved. And then it's not like when you're playing hockey and the kids are out on the ice and the parents are up in the stands. We try to engage the parents as much as possible.
Yeah.
The executive or the people that run the branch, they're all parents. They're all really engaged, and they want to make sure that they're getting every single possibility for the kids available. If it matters, if it's a boat ride, if it's supplies, if it's going on a tall ship trail.
Okay. Now, tying notes and looking cute is one thing, but I know there are some very specific skills the kids are learning in the basement of the old church. Can we go over there in a bit and check that out?
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, Jaden, here it comes. Can you get that? Okay. Look at these. These guys are like 9 and 10 years old. They're in the Navy League program out in the Saanich Peninsula here. And they're building a boat. I mean, they seriously are. Deborah, this is really incredible.
Right, they're making the puddle duck, which will be seaworthy.
What's it called, a what?
It's called a puddle duck.
Puddle duck.
And it will be seaworthy. You can sail it after.
But these are little kids. What's the age group you got for
So the Navy League cadets are 9 to 11 years old. Sea cadets are 12 to 18.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
And I've got an ex-Sea cadet here who's now in the Navy Reserves.
Yeah.
His name is Mike Yarosh,
Mike,
and he is
over here.
Sub-Lieutenant Mike Yarosh.
Sub-Lieutenant now?
Yes.
You went through the whole program?
That's right. I was a Sea Cadet for 7 years in Victoria, and I thought it was a great way of giving back to the program.
Are you a coxswain? You're so loud.
I was a coxswain.
Really?
That's
So
right,
you're
yeah.
used to yelling at people?
Once or twice. Yeah.
Okay. So what did you get out of this whole program?
I got a lot out of it. I was part of the sailing program. I learned how to sail. I learned how to teach sailing. I got to travel across the country sailing. I even traveled to Australia.
Well, I saw you outside with the kids, giving them the whole rundown on the boat.
That's right, yeah. So I also work with the sales centers in BC, and we have 6 sales centers, and cadets from across the province can learn how to sail there.
Wow. So you would endorse this program?
That's right, absolutely I would.
Yeah, okay. Well, back to the Navy for you. I want to talk to the guys who run the shop downstairs here in the basement where boats are being built and other things of all kinds of, I can't even imagine. It's James, and it's James. Alec. Okay, I knew I'd get that right. So what goes on downstairs here?
Yeah, we just build whatever the kids want.
So they're building a boat here.
Yep. It was a little competition put on through the different corps to build a boat and race them.
Okay.
And this is as far as we've gotten so far in the last year.
So these are like mini shipwrights, these
Mini
people?
ships.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you a maxi shipwright? Or?
I did the shipwright course through the Sea Cadet program, and they called me in to come help with the making the puddle duck and doing all the stuff with these kids.
And so many former cadets, I get the impression, come back and help out with the kids.
Yeah.
Yes, and a lot of us do come back. Some of us join up at the actual military and join with the Sea Cadet program as officers to help them out.
Can we see what's going on next door here?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, because, say, we're in the basement of, I guess it was an old church that was moved here.
Yes.
And is part of the organization now. And in here, this is pretty cool. What are these kids doing?
They're working on the go-karts we have. We have right now 2 we have. One's operational and one isn't due to we have more engine failure on one engine. Right now that's sitting on the desk right over here.
Now, do the kids actually physically, I mean, they're sort of doing busy work for us right now, but did they actually get shown how to do all the proper
Yes,
things?
We let them do it. We show them this is how you take it off. You do it. You know, it gives them the hands-on experience.
Now, big question, did they get to drive them at any point?
Yes.
Phone the tower and get out on the runway 09 and go
There
for
we
it?
go, yep.
You're not allowed to do that, are you?
We used to just let them go around the parking lot and around the building here and there.
Deborah, how can people get involved? How can kids get involved? Or adults?
The easiest way is to just go online, navyleagues.ca or cadets.ca.
And you're fully involved with Navy League yourself. Which,
That's right, and Sea Cadet program, yes.
That's right. So it's online, bingo bango, it happens
Bingo bango,
all
yeah.
over the province?
And all over the country.
Okay, thank you, Deborah.
You're welcome.